This is the future.
So I have been hearing this a lot from my Twitch followers, and even in my community in general for quite some time now. It's not an issue for me, but I feel that I should address all the anxiety of my community. Some of you are scared about the future of Warframe. I was joking that you shouldn't worry since Warframe will end in 2035. And that's the time wherein all of those players that got banned will get unbanned. It's that time wherein Digital Extremes will say, hey, we will finally be unbanning your account, but sorry, we are closing all Warframe servers, so goodbye. It's just a pun, but honestly, I feel like there are many more contents to come in Warframe, and I strongly believe that we still got another 10 years to run in this game. Some of you say that you are afraid that Warframe will end after Duviri Paradox and the implementation of the raid system, but that's not true because tons of new content will be coming into Warframe and tons of possible content can be developed within the current system of Warframe. The developer even hints that they are reviving old content in Warframe and will give a different twist. As for the lore, well, Duviri Paradox only gives us the operator or drifter gameplay, which mostly involves the Origin faction. We still haven't invaded the sentient mother world, which is the Tau system, and after the sentience, possibly Warframe with Rebecca at the helm can develop a new faction in the game that is relevant from the lore of Warframe. Just take for example Nama. This is a faction that suddenly pops in the scene, led by the Dorogin with no balls, ball-less, or ballers in layman's terms, and I think they can do the same. Eventually we will see more factions in the game as Warframe expands from Duviri Paradox, and beyond that, I think you shouldn't be worried about the future of Warframe right now. As I have said, there are tons of things to do and develop in Warframe, and there are still missing pieces and parts of content that we still are hoping to be added to the game right away. One feature that I'm looking forward to is yet another Nemesis system feature, but this time, we get Infested Leeches. We got Kuva Leech for Grineers, we got Sisters of Parvos for Corpus, and it's safe to assume that probably we will be getting Infested Leeches for the Infested factions. What should the Infested factions Nemesis system be named? Well, Apex Predators will be the most fitting name. Abominations? Fiends? I don't know, as there are so many fitting names, but I think Digital Extremes will one day add this system to the game. Maybe not now, because they are kind of busy with Duviri Paradox, but right after raids probably. So, any concept squad leader on how an Infested Nemesis system works? I think Digital Extremes can incorporate this Leech system with the Infested open world in Cambion Drift. The Nemesis system follows the same concept as the Sisters of Parvos and Kuva Leeches, but I think Digital Extremes can do a different take with the Infested Nemesis system. It will mostly all partake in the Cambion Drift, from creating your Infested Leech, to the final battle against your Nemesis. Although in terms of Murmur Farm, they can eventually follow the same system wherein your Infested Nemesis will invade different planet nodes. They can also follow the same system wherein the Infested Nemesis can steal your loot, with the same Murmur Farm, and Requiem requirements to finally kill it, but, I would like them to be different in how they spawn and how the final battle takes place. You see, the Heart of Deimos is the smallest open world in all of Warframe, and even its content, the Cambion Drift, has little to offer. I mean, there are bounties, the same mini-games like mining, fishing, and some racing in the Cambion Drift, but it lacks a real boss fight just like the Eidolons and Orb Mothers. I think it's better to set up something with the possible new Infested Nemesis as the final boss in the Heart of Deimos. It's like an expansion of the Heart of Deimos update, and I think it would be much cooler to fight these abominations in the open world areas. They can make a whole new system wherein the fight will take advantage of the whole map of the Cambion Drift. Like, it's a hunter versus the prey kind of thing wherein we will be hunting our Infested Predator in Cambion Drift, which is considered to be his or her homeland. That could be a crazy thing, since at the first stages, the Infested Leech are hunting us down in the planet nodes, and in the end, we are the one hunting him down. the same concept as the Kuva Lich and Sisters of Parvos, but it would be cool if we have a big map for the final boss fight. As for the rewards, well, the usual weapons or usability of the Lich can be implemented. Only this time, Infested Leeches are more powerful as allies, as they will grant us the same buff as Eximus units, like that damage reduction buff. In addition to that, upgraded infested weapons, and we can find plenty of infested weapons that can be new infested weapon rewards for the whole new Nemesis system. And to further make it a worthy fight, I think the developer can add another feature to the Helminth system by defeating the infested Lich. There are plenty of things and concepts that the developer can add with the new Infested Nemesis system, and I think this is just one of the many things that Digital Extremes can add to Warframe in the future. Although Warframe hasn't won any awards this year at the recent Game Awards, it's still the winner in my heart and worthy of being called the Undying Game of the Year, with plenty of possibilities in the future. Warframe is evolving, and every time you check out the game, you will be surprised that it changed a lot, especially if you are one of those guys who have taken a long hiatus from Warframe. As I have said, there is plenty of more content to make in Warframe, and we got more years of playing this game to relieve all the anxiety from Warframe fans. I will post concepts, updates, and future content for Warframe on this channel. So, if you are feeling a little worried about the future of your favorite game, which is Warframe, then just check out my channel to get rid of all those anxiety. Just enjoy Warframe. Thank you so much for watching. Squad Leader signing off.